this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for tuning in this month for your monthly Suncasts for the new moon cycle. We have a super new moon in the sign of Aries from April 7th. The cycle goes through to May 6th, and so we're going to be doing the individual sign readings for each of the 12 signs. Before that, just a couple quick announcements. I want to thank everyone who posted their questions on my Facebook page during the month of March. We were going through an eclipse season, which was a very interesting time of the year for all of us. So just to try and help out a little bit, I did do about 40 free mini readings, 2-card readings for those of you who subscribe to my channel and liked my Facebook page. And again, I'm so happy for the overwhelming response to that offer, and I was so happy and thrilled by the feedback that I received. I decided that I'm going to be offering the 2-card mini readings as a regular service. So if you have a burning question, or if you would like to just try out a reading with me, you can go to my website and you can order a Sun Insight 2-card mini reading. And the great thing about this is that if you do the mini reading and you love it and you decide that you want a full 60 to 90 minute reading with me, I will credit the cost of the mini reading to your full reading. So you'll pay a discounted price for that full reading. Again, thank you so much for everyone who posted your questions, and the mini readings, just so you know, will be delivered either by email or by messenger on Facebook, okay? So thank you again. Now, we are, as I said, in a super new moon cycle, and this new moon is in Aries. So, you know, as with all new moons, this is a period of new beginnings, but the great thing about the super moon, you know, it is closer to us, closer to the earth, and may very well be visible to everyone. It's going to have a greater influence on us and our life choices. The new moon in Aries is going to really push us to do something new and to see that we have outgrown our old way of being and thinking, okay? So things are not going to be the same as they were at the beginning of 2016. Now, we do have a Mars retrograde, which is from April 17th through to June 29th. That's in Scorpio. So that's going to be affecting Scorpio and the sign of Aries strongest. That is a time not to push forward with plans. It really is a time to take a look at what you've already done, strategize about what you've already done. You don't want to put new plans into action. Some things that you put into action may kind of lose their momentum. So you want to really go back over things that you've been thinking about, reworking your projects, rethinking connections or relationships, you know, to be sure that this is exactly what you want. It's a brilliant time for resting. It's an excellent time to recharge your batteries, and then you get ready to launch forward when Mars moves direct, and that will be in June, okay? We also have our friend Mercury going retrograde in the sign of Taurus. And I'm sure everyone is familiar with that. Not really a time to move forward with communications or really start a new job or start a new project. You know, if you have to, if you get a job during that time and, you know, you really need to take it, then you take it, of course. But know that whatever you put into motion during a Mercury retrograde, it may change when Mercury goes forward. So with Mercury retrograde and with Mars retrograde, you just want to rework things that you've already been planning or that you've already put into action between now, the new moon in Aries, and say the mid-month. You want to get your ducks in a row and move forward, and then as the planets are going backwards, kind of sit back and review everything that you've done before. Again, this has to do with relationships, business, any type of projects you're working on. The point of astrology is that it is a weather report for us. It's a weather report for human affairs. So if the forecast says it's going to be rainy one day, you want to take your umbrella and your rain boots, okay? You don't want to go out in a bikini unless it's really hot, you know, wherever you are, and then you might want to do that. If it's going to be sunny and beautiful, then you know you can put on your shorts and go and you know, have fun outdoors. So that's what astrology is about. It really is just a forecast, a weather forecast for us to gauge the best timing to put our plans in action. And it's great to work when the force is behind you, and Mother Nature, of course, is the force that influences us and all things on the earth. So thank you again for all of your support to my channel. Thank you for becoming, for liking my Facebook posts. I'm putting new things up pretty much every day, great articles. I will be listing some websites that are some of my favorite sites for astrology so that you can look more into Mars retrograde and Mercury retrograde. And you know, just my goal here is to give you as much information as possible to help you make the decisions that you need to make in your life in an enlightened fashion, and help you keep moving forward on your spiritual journey and on your life path. So thank you so much, and let's go ahead and get to the individual sign readings. Hello, Cancer. This super new moon in Aries is going to be highlighting your 10th house, which is your house of your career. It is the house that rules your public reputation, your public standing. It is also the house that can rule a parent. Some people believe it rules the influence of our fathers. Some believe it rules the influence of our mothers. So either way, there can be some information or some situation that comes up in relation to one of your parents. It also has to do a great deal with your professional ambition. So not just your career, but really the pinnacle of what you are trying to achieve. When that 10th house is highlighted, there's the potential for public recognition in whatever your endeavors are. So you may receive some kind of public acclaim during this new moon cycle. Again, there just may be some influence having to do with your career and ambitions. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the cards say for your message for this period. I am using a new deck, which is the Dreaming Away Tarot, along with the Art of Life Tarot deck. So what is the message here for Cancer for this new moon cycle? What is the message for Cancer for the new moon in Aries cycle? Cancer, new moon in Aries cycle. And now keep in mind what we're talking about with Mars going retrograde. You know, this can affect, because it is going to be affecting Aries, it can affect that particular area of your scope, which is ruled by Aries, which would be the 10th house. So in the past, we have the King of Swords reversed, the Seven of Wands, which is covering right now, the Two of Pentacles reversed in the near future. We have the Eight of Wands as the crowning or advice card. We have the Seven of Cups reversed in the other people's area, which is your external influences. We have the Three of Wands, which reversed in your hopes and fears area, and we have the Five of Wands in the outcome. Okay, and let's go ahead and take a look at what the message oracle card is, which would give us the basis of this reading. What is the basis of the reading for Cancer? What is the basis of this new moon cycle? What is the message for Cancer here? The message for my Cancers. What's the message for Cancer? All right, I'm going to take this card. The Nine of Wands is your underlying overview here. In times of stress, be bold and valiant is what the Nine of Wands says. Well, you know, this makes sense to me very much, because with the planets going retrograde, this can tend to be a bit of a stressful time for us if you don't understand how to use the energy to your advantage. When we're trying to push ahead, which is just our nature, because as human beings, we want to try and make things happen. When, you know, Mother Nature says, okay, it's time to pull back and just contemplate or revise or rework, this can be very stressful for us when we're really wanting to aggressively move forward in our lives. So the message for you is, in times of stress, be bold and valiant. Let's see what the rest of the message here is for you. We have the King of Swords reversed in the past. Now, I feel that there may have been some dealings with an air sign in your life. It could be an Aquarius, could be Gemini or Libra. That may have been very stressful. So perhaps this king is who is been causing the stress in your life. The Nine of Wands specifically talks about having to fight for your rights, okay? Having to stand your ground, defend yourself. Perhaps you have been under stress because there's someone in your life who has kind of been at you, and you've really had to be on the defensive all the time in order to maintain your position. This could be in work, this could be in a relationship situation. Right now, I feel that we're focusing on work, on your career. So is there someone in your job? Is there a supervisor, an employer, a boss who has been a source of problems for you? This could be someone who is very thoughtless in their speech, in their actions. The King of Swords, when he comes up reversed, can even be an abusive person. Okay, so if this is someone in your life who has been abusing you verbally, physically, on any level, it is mandatory for you to remove yourself from that situation, whatever it may be, and whatever you have to do that to feel safe, to feel secure, and you know, to not be the recipient of abuse from anyone in your life, okay? Whether this could be a relative, a partner, a spouse, or, as I said, someone that you're working with. No one has the right to treat you badly, to abuse you, and if that is the situation, you need to do it whatever you can to get help and to remove yourself from that situation so that you can be in a safe place to make whatever decisions that you need to make. You may not be able to fight this person or this influence alone. You may need help. You may have been trying to do the best that you can in order to stand your ground, but it may be a situation where you need help, and everyone needs help sometimes. So keep that in mind if that is your situation, Cancer, okay? And here next to this King of Swords, we have another card, the Seven of Wands, which talks about dissension, fighting, conflict, fighting someone off, fighting to stand your ground, fighting to maintain your position. If this is a work position, there may have been a lot of competition or things going on in the background, you know, that have been affecting you. You may be fighting for your job here. You may be fighting for your position, your professional position. And you are putting up a good fight is what the Seven of Wands says. So, you know, if this is something where you are safe and when you are not in jeopardy of being injured or hurt, and this is a professional situation, the Seven of Wands talks about putting up a good fight and maintaining your ground because of your own personal strength. However, this can be a very tiresome, very draining, very stressful situation. And that is what the Nine is talking about. The Nine of Wands here is talking about really being under pressure. And, you know, extended periods of time under pressure is no good for anyone, okay? Regardless of your environment. In the near future, you have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Now, are you fighting for your financial life here? Are you fighting for monies that were promised to you or owed to you for work that you've done? Are you fighting to pay your bills or to keep yourself financially above water, you know, to keep your head above water? This is what I feel is the influence within the next 2 weeks, that you may be feeling under a lot of stress because of financial situation, or that you are juggling so much in your life, perhaps work, perhaps family, perhaps you know, emotional things that are going on. Perhaps there are two people in your life that you are in the middle, that you are between. Perhaps it is your parents, okay, with this new moon in the 10th house talking about parental influence. Perhaps you are between your mom and dad and there is dissension going on there, or there may be an abusive situation going on there that you feel you are between, and you are trying to maintain your ground, or trying to you know, maintain some type of balance and keep your head above water while you're dealing with this stressful situation. Now, Cancer is very much the sign of home and family. So family situations that are difficult can affect you even deeper than perhaps the other signs, because you are a water sign. You're very emotional, and you feel things very deeply, and you also you know, you're very much involved with the past. So if someone has hurt you, or if there has been some type of conflict, you remember that, and that becomes part of your being, and it's difficult for you to pull away from that memory. However, you have a very strong superpower, Cancers, which is you are the sign of the crab. So you have that hard shell, and you need to use that. There may be times in your life, maybe now in this situation, where you need to use that hard shell to cover you, to protect you, to go within. Again, with Mars being retrograde, this is a good time to go within, to seek your own company, to find some way to detach yourself from whatever may be going on in your life that is causing you pressure. Now, the Eight of Wands is crowning, and it is in the reverse. The Eight of Wands talks about things happening very quickly. It can also talk about trips. It can refer to information coming through. Now, when the Eight of Wands is reversed, there is some delay, or there are blocks. There's a hold up here. There's the inability to make forward movement. In the right side up, the wands are flying through the sky in the right direction. They're flying easily. In the reversed, they are not. They are flying in the opposite direction. So right now you may be experiencing delays in getting information that you need. There may be paperwork, there may be meetings or conversations that are delayed or that are canceled. There may be trips that might be canceled. Know that this is not a time to push forward. You know, we have until perhaps the middle of April to really set things in motion, but after that things are definitely going to slow down, and it will be more difficult or more frustrating to make take decisive action, because this influence is going to be affecting all of us. So know that you will make progress, but progress is going to be slowed down for you during this month period. Next month we'll take a look at what the you know, the influences are at that time. But right now, understand that you may need to go back to the drawing board. You may need to rework things. You may need to revise what your plans were based on the situation that you're dealing with right now. In the area that rules other people's influences, your external influences, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. Now, when the Seven of Cups comes up, it talks about perhaps having a lot of choices and confusion as to which choice to make. I feel that the people around you are going to have a difficult time making decisions during this period. And so that is going to affect you, okay? Because you're going to need people to get their stuff together. You're going to need people to make a choice, make a decision, you know, to set things in stone, and you're going to be dealing with people who are not very clear about where they are going, what they need to do, which choice to make, and so it may be a source of frustration for you that the people around you don't seem to know what they're doing, and you're tired of having your life affected by those people, okay? But again, this is what is going to be a quality of this period right now. So just hold on, keep your poise, keep your balance, do what you can do, go back and, you know, again, go back to the drawing board if necessary, or go back and have conversations that have needed to be had. Don't necessarily push forward in your ambitions. Look at what you've already accomplished, see if there are things that you need to revise or rework, and then that will help you perhaps make baby steps towards what you need to accomplish. The Three of Wands is coming up reversed in your hopes and fears area, and we have another card that talks about slowdowns in progress. The Three of Wands, and when it comes up reversed, you're not able to move yet to the next level, and this is what going to be a worry of yours. When will I see progress? When will I see you know, a clear vista as I come up over that mountain? Will I still have the support, the partnerships? Will my work situation still be something that is viable for me? Will there still be a position where I am at? Are the projects that I've been working on still going to be of interest to me? So, you know, there can be a feeling of losing momentum or losing motivation for something that you had a great deal of motivation on. And this Nine of Wands is saying stay strong, be valiant, you know, be bold in your faith that you have the talents, you have the abilities, you have the skills, you have the strength to get through this difficult or stressful period, so that when Mercury moves forward, you will start to see some progress. You will be able to get the information that you've been looking for. The air will perhaps clear between you and someone else, or that person may decide to leave the situation or leave your environment, and that will clear the air and you'll be able to move forward. Now, in the outcome, we have that Five of Wands. So again, another card that talks about competition, some conflict, some stress. This is not a card that talks about, you know, aggressive behavior. What it is more like jockeying for power, okay? So you and someone else or other people, there may be some serious competition in your work life. There may be others that are vying for the same position as you, the same monies as you, and you are really going to have to put up a strong effort here. With the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Wands here, we're talking about being bold and valiant and staying the course. This is the message that I'm getting for you, Cancer. Whatever it is that you are in, if you are invested in it and you believe in it, and you have faith in it, stay the course. Even if you don't see progress being made, know that the universe knows what you need and what you have been working so hard and striving for. And sometimes it is not the first person that gets there that is the victor, but the last person to hold on. Okay, so this I feel is your message. Hold on to what you believe in. Hold on to your vision that you have invested your Cancerian emotional energy into. If you are up against people who are combative with you, do what you need to do perhaps to get some air from that environment. Maybe be, as I said, be alone or be around people who are positive, who have positive energy to give to you. Don't worry about striving forward for progress right now. Know that when this period works itself out and the dust settles, that if you held on long enough, you will be the one that's going to come out on top, whether it is in the situation you're in or something even better for you that the universe has in store for you. Again, the message, be bold and be valiant. Valiant. All right, my dear Cancers, I hope that this message resonated with you, and whether you're a Cancer sun, rising, or moon, which it would affect your emotional life. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, for all your support. If you would like a private reading with me, it could be a mini reading as a tester reading, that's fine, or a full-length reading, please contact me at my website. I'll be happy to book a reading for you. Please take a look at my Facebook page. Great articles up there that I'm posting, and if you have not yet subscribed to my blog, I'm on WordPress.com. Thank you again. I send you love, strength, energy, positive vibrations, and as always, I bid you namaste.